Hello, my beautiful, darling Cancer babies. I hope everybody is safe, happy, healthy, and doing well. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Gina. I do have a Leo and Virgo only channel, and then I've got my main channel, Tarot of Light. If you would like to check those out, the links are below. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when my readings post and when the winners are announced. Just post a positive affirmation or something that you are grateful for in the comment section below with a green heart to enter to win a reading with me, okay? All right, what am I grateful for? My Cancer babies, all your love, support, positive comments, my puppies, my health, wealth, peace, prosperity, and abundance. All right, my loves, let's get popping. And let's pull a butterfly blessing for you. This is one of my decks. If you would like to check it out, the links are below. All right, Spirit, tell me about Cancer. What blessings are coming towards Cancer, please? Your lover will give you the blessing of helping you overcome any and all obstacles. They will never abandon you. Okay. All right. So Cancer, you've got someone coming into your life. This could be new love. And this is someone that doesn't run when times get hard. This is someone that if you're having a difficult time financially, your health, just in any way, shape, or form, if you're triggered by anything, this is someone that will not just pick up and dip on you. Okay. This is someone that will be there for the good times and the bad times. I like it. All right, let's see what we have here. Spirit, tell me about Cancer, please. What messages do we have for Cancer, please? What messages do we have here for Cancer, please? We have change. We've got message of concern in the reverse. And we've got marriage. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. All right. Okay. False person, mature man, and thief under the deck. All right. So birthdays or just dates in general that could be significant. We've got September 14th, September 3rd, May 24th, May 8th, August 9th, August 3rd, August 14th. Okay, so Cancer, what I'm feeling here is there is a major, you're coming into a relationship with somebody that is going to be completely different than what you've been used to. Things that were a problem in your previous connections are not a problem for this person. Hey, babe, can I see your phone? Here you go. Here you go. Hey, babe, can you stop following this girl because she on Instagram, she's making me uncomfortable. Here, baby, why don't you just go ahead and go through my Instagram, and whoever you want to delete, you delete the whole fucking app. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like collective. There's an energy here of things that were a huge problem in previous connections are not a problem for this person. Have you ever heard the term, if they wanted to, they would? Yeah. You're about to see that now. Because you're with somebody that with marriage wants to. This is someone that wants a high level of commitment. This is someone that wants to respect their partner. This is somebody that wants to protect your heart above all others. This is what you're used to, collective. I feel that many of you had a father figure that, I mean, I hate to say, this may not resonate with all of you, but some of you had a father figure that was a really horrible person, took advantage of you, took advantage of women. This is someone that maybe lied to you. This is a father figure that made you feel inferior. And I feel like, okay, if you're a girl and you had a father figure that treated you in this way, that just used you, abused you, didn't make you feel heard, you tend to attract men like this. You tend to attract men that just use you and don't see you as a human being. They literally don't care if you're sick, if you're dying, if you need something, if you're being hurt. They don't care, because there could have been a father figure here that didn't give a shit about your needs. For my men out there, you may have had a father that just constantly talked down on you, hurt you, lied on your name, called you, a horrible person, called you a, just names, you know what I'm saying? Someone here that took from you. There could have been a father figure that was jealous of your youth if you're a man, and they constantly wanted to try you. And as a man here, you felt like, your job was just to serve people. There's an energy here of a possible father figure that ingrained it in their child that their voice doesn't matter, their feelings don't matter, and their only job is to serve, to be a slave, to do things without requesting anything back, okay? So as a man, you're attracted to females that boss you around. Okay, as a woman, you're attracted to men that only take from you and give nothing back. But there must be something here, Cancer, that has completed in your life, or something that has shifted, something that has changed. It could be this whole thing that we're going through, where Capricorn is going into Pluto or something like that for all cardinal signs. Something is changing here where someone is coming into your life and your concerns are not a problem. Message of concern is in the reverse, okay? This could be like you being scared to tell this person that you feel uncomfortable about something. Or, it's like, there's this one girl on TikTok and she does these skits about narcissistic energies, right? And she's dating someone new in this one skit. And the guy's like, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? And she's like, of course, yeah, we could go out to dinner. And then, she's like, can I ask you a question? But I don't want you to get mad or upset or think that I'm like your warden or your keeper or anything. And he's like, why would I think that? What's your question? And she's like, can you just let me know around what time you'll be ready for dinner so that I know when to get dressed and be ready? And the guy is like, that is not a weird question at all. Of course I would tell you what time I'm going to come get you so that you can be ready. There's nothing wrong with that question, But I feel like, Cancer, that's the vibe that you're in. You may have been with people that didn't take your feelings into consideration. They didn't, value your time. They didn't value you as a person. They didn't want to give you the peace of saying, okay, my person's going to show up at 7 p.m. for dinner. So I'm going to, do this with my day. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to do this and do that. And I'll be ready by 7 for my person to come pick me up, right? That would be a normal day. That would be you being given the respect of valuing your time, or giving you peace of mind of knowing that my person is going to show up at 7. So that pretty much sums up the vibe and the energy of what I'm getting for this reading. Things that were a huge problem going all the way back from childhood to potentially a father figure for some of you. January 8th could be significant. January 28th, January 24th, May 1st, May 9th, May 3rd. So Cancer, there's an energy of like this going all the way back to potentially a father figure, or going back to like maybe your first love, your first experience with relationships, where your needs don't matter, your time doesn't matter, your feelings don't matter, things that are important to you don't matter. And that is not the case with this new situation coming into your life. Because again, if they wanted to, they would. And you're about to see what that feels like, Cancer, okay? You're about to see what it actually feels like when you have a partner next to you that really wants to make sure that you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel like there's an energy of someone here that wants to make sure that you understand that their job is, to make you happy. They understand that you are giving them your love and they want to protect that is a precious thing. This is someone that you're giving your heart to, and they're not going to abuse it and put it on the ground and stomp all over it. They're going to make you feel like, listen, you're giving me your love, your time, your attention, and it's precious to me. It's precious to me, and I want to show you that you are valuable. Now, collective, not collective, Cancer, what you are expecting here is to have to put in a bunch of work, respecting someone, putting someone on a pedestal while you sit in despair and, just being triggered and hurt and in pain and crying and begging and pleading for love. Like, that is your experience when it comes down to love. So this is going to be a very different vibe for you, okay? This is going to be a very different experience for you, Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. So we've got gift, we've got family room, and we've got adjudication in the reverse. We've got child here with official person. Okay. Collective, the only thing that you guys might clash on is someone here may want a child and you don't, okay? Another thing that I'm seeing that, you may feel is a red flag, but I don't feel that it is that this person maybe has a baby mama or a baby daddy that maybe drags them in and out of court. This person it seems to me like this is an individual that wants to have a family type of vibe with you. If you're a single parent, if they're a single parent, there could be children involved here. It seems to me like this is somebody that wants to have a family dynamic with you. I feel like Cancer, honestly, this person may propose to you and you may say no with adjudication in the reverse because this feels very different to you. And because it feels different, you feel like you can't trust it. April 18th, April 21st may mean something, April 30th, September 30th. Cancer, you may say no because this feels really weird to you. Yeah, you may tell this person, listen, it's not like I'm against moving in together, getting married. I'm not against these things, but it needs to be farther out in the future. It needs to be farther out in the future. With wealthy man here, unexpected income, and mature woman, I feel like what you have here, Cancer, is someone that does well for themselves financially, and I feel like many of you do also. Mature woman sits in Empress energy, right? This person could be slightly younger than you, maybe within a 6-year time frame, just slightly, 6 years max younger than you. But I feel, Cancer, that this is someone that does very well for themselves. And this is somebody that's even going to propose an energy of like, listen, I'm not saying let's move in together just so I could take advantage of you. I'm specifically for those of you who are dealing with a masculine energy, this could be somebody that's saying, listen, I'm going to pay for things. I'm not going to just, we're not just going to move in together, because you may make an argument here with this person, Cancer, of nope, I'm not moving in because then next thing you know, you don't have a job. I'm paying for everything. I have been down this road and I don't want to live with nobody. Okay. And this is an individual that's going to try to sell you on this because they're going to be like, well, listen, I mean, I'm not like that. I pay my bills. I'll help out around the house. If you clean, I'll mow the lawn, type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We work as a team. I'm not going to just sit around and have you doing everything. That would be ridiculous. And I think that, Cancer, you're just not expecting. You're looking at this person like they literally have 4 heads. Like you're looking at this person like they've lost their mind. Like, what are you, Cancer, you're just so used to not being loved. I mean, let me just make this clear. You're used to being in relationships with people that drag you down instead of lifting you up. You're used to people that are in need. Many of you may be coming out of the broken bird syndrome phase where you're, constantly chasing after people that need you for something. Cancer is a very motherly sign. So maybe, you're very used to parenting your partners. 11:11 on the clock as I'm saying that. Some of you are very used to being the caregiver in your connections. And from what I'm gathering here, whether this is a same-sex connection, whatever the case may be, there is a very strong masculine energy here that is telling a feminine energy, why would you be taking care of everything? I'm the masculine here. I'm obviously going to pay bills or help you around the house, or if something breaks, I'm here. There's like a masculine energy that is coming in with this conversation that's a little, with unexpected income here, it's a little bit mind-blowing. You know what I'm saying? There's a masculine energy that's saying like, listen, how much, we'll move in together and I'll take care of the bills. You know what I'm saying? You have kids, I have kids. If you stay home and take care of the kids, I'll take care of the bills, or something along those lines. Like this person, whatever they're proposing towards you, or whatever they're recommending you guys should do, like this is a masculine energy that leads. Okay, they may be a little bit younger than you, Cancer, but this is a masculine energy that will lead a household. Okay, they will lead a household. And I keep seeing these like memes and stuff like that say, feminine energies are willing to submit, but you have to give them something to submit to you, or you have to prove to them that you're willing to lead in the right direction. And I think that you have found that here, Cancer. You have found a masculine energy that will lead in the right direction, but you're not really willing to let go of control just yet. I got to keep it real with you. You're not really believing that you have found this type of energy. You're not really believing that you're safe. You're still kind of stuck in fight or flight mode. You're kind of stuck with PTSD. You're not realizing that the fight is over. You're not realizing that you can breathe now, that it's over now, that someone is here that is going to treat you right. You're still stuck in this, energy of, I can't do this. I got to run. I got to keep going. June 13th, June 27th, June 10th could be prevalent here. So Cancer, this is we definitely have someone here that sits very strongly. Yeah. What you're used to here is sitting in pre-empress energy, Cancer. Okay. And you're used to these, masculine energies that steal. They're fake, they lie, they steal, they bring nothing but pain and suffering and despair. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you're used to. And you're used to sitting in your pre-empress energy and giving these people giving these people money, time, attention, your positive energy, your healing energy. It's like you take these broken birds in, you patch them up, you heal them up, and then they go off to their forever homes. And you're just left feeling depleted and used and scared and afraid because you don't want to go through it anymore. You just don't want to go through it anymore. That's why this person coming in telling you, no, Cancer, I don't need anything from you. If anything, I'm here to help better your life or take care of you, or, be there for you when you're sick, be there for you, if you need help. I don't need anything from you. To you, Cancer, that is literally incomprehensible that somebody can just love you for you without needing anything from you. To you, that's just a concept that has never existed for you. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Spirit, how does Cancer feel about all this? What is Cancer going to do here? How does Cancer feel about all of this, please? So we've got 9 of Cups in the reverse, and we've got the 8 of Swords. Five of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. So Cancer, let me tell you something. You have a very distorted view on relationships and people at this point in time. The way you view having relationships, whether it's in love, friendships, or family, is Nine of Cups in the reverse. I don't ever get what I want. People don't care about what makes me happy. People don't care about my feelings. And with that Eight of Swords energy, Cancer, you're very paranoid. You've gotten to a point where you're skittish, you're paranoid, you don't trust nobody. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, here's what you know. People will come into your life, wreak havoc, walk out that door, and never come back. And in your mind, that is everybody's game plan when it comes down to you. In your mind, that is everybody's game plan. The Knight of Wands with the Three of Cups and the World card. The way you see it is nobody's here to stay. Nobody's here to stay. People are always cheating on you, choosing third-party energies over you. And I think that whatever happened in your last connection, Cancer, you learned a serious lesson to protect your energy, but I think that you're taking it too far. I think that you're taking it too far. The key is to put boundaries up and say, I'm not going to accept this, right? Instead, what you're doing, I believe, Cancer, to be the problem here, is you're not trusting yourself to maintain your boundaries. So what you're doing is you're just putting up this massive wall, okay? So let's just talk about what that might look like, okay? I don't want somebody that likes other people's pictures on social media. That is a boundary for you. That's what a boundary would look like. I don't care if you are friends with other men or other women, but for me, it's not okay for you to be hearting other people's pictures. Okay, unless they're family, unless you're blood related, it's not okay for me for you to be hearting other people's pictures, leaving, eggplant emojis with water gushing or fire emojis. That's a boundary for me, okay? I am not okay with that. That's what a healthy boundary would look like, Cancer. Now, when you're dating someone, that person can accept and respect that boundary, or they can cross that boundary and test you to see what you're going to do. If you tell someone, this is a boundary for me, and if you test that boundary or cross that boundary, you will no longer have access to me. In the past, you have set these boundaries, Cancer, and people have crossed those boundaries, and you did not have the strength or the fortitude to leave because you loved the person and you didn't want to lose them, which in turn tells the person, you love me more than you love yourself. You respect my wants and needs more than you respect your wants and needs. So now it's game on. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do because I know that you're more concerned about not losing me than you are with getting what you want out of me. Okay? So this has been a problem for you in the past. So you've learned your lesson from your last relationship that you have boundaries. You've learned your lesson that you have to protect those boundaries. You've learned your lesson that, you can't say that you're going to leave and put a boundary up and then not do it. The problem is, Cancer, is that you're still not trusting yourself. Like, what if I fall in love with somebody and I set a boundary and they don't respect my boundary and then I have to leave? Will I really do it? What if I can't do it? What if I get stuck in that same cycle of me not being able to protect my boundaries and then that person says, Well, here we go. It's game on. This is a free-for-all. Cancer loves me more than they love themselves. Cancer respects my wants and needs more than themselves. So it's game on. And Cancer, that's what you're fearing. And that fear of, what if I don't protect my boundaries well enough and I end up in, a crazy situation again? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this massive wall around me. Okay? So the key to dating, Cancer, is to put your boundaries in place and find somebody that respects those boundaries. And once you see that they respect your boundaries, it's kind of like, here's the person, here's your boundaries. Okay, think of a castle with a moat, right? Here's your boundaries. Your person has to agree to your boundaries, prove to you that they respect those boundaries, and then they could get to the mushy, gushy, gooey center of your heart, okay? What you've been doing in the past is, here's your person, here's my heart, my boundaries are over here, so I've already given you the mushy, gushy, gooey center, so here's my boundaries, please respect them. So what people are saying is, but I already have your heart. What do I give a shit about your boundaries? I already have the mushy, gushy, gooey goodness. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone said, listen, I'm going to give you a 20-carat diamond ring. I'm just going to hand it to you, and I'm going to let you keep it, and I'm going to let you wear it, and there's going to be no consequences whatsoever if you don't pay me back, but you owe me $150,000. Most people would be like, okay, well, so if I don't pay that money back, nothing's going to happen. And the person's like, no, nothing's going to happen. So would you pay it? Probably not. Probably not, right? So, Cancer, that's the mistake you've made in the past. You're like, oh, hi, person, here's my heart and here's my boundaries. So now that I've given you my heart, please respect my boundaries. It's backwards. There's the person, here's the boundaries, here's your heart. Okay. And I think that Cancer, you just have a fear of making the same mistake over and over again. And now what you've done is you said, here's the person. Here's a 75-foot ice wall. My boundaries are right here and my heart is all the way back there. So you know what I'm saying? What I need you to do is climb this massive wall so that I can tell that you may possibly, maybe be serious about not crossing my boundaries so that I don't have to do the hard work of leaving you when you show me that my boundaries don't matter. Now, the danger in that, Cancer, is that you have someone here that is like, oh, this is your boundary? I'm okay with that. I can respect that. This is someone that genuinely would be willing to earn your trust, love, and respect. But it's kind of like there's this massive wall up where you're afraid to even tell this person what your boundaries are because it's like, what if they cross the boundaries? If they're too busy trying to climb this massive wall to even get to my boundaries, then I don't even have to go through the disappointment of realizing that they are going to not acknowledge my boundaries. You see what I'm saying, Cancer? So it's a little bit of a dangerous game because, that person that may mean well and may be willing to acknowledge your boundaries may get tired of trying to scale that wall. Because I also get a sense here, Cancer, of you not even telling this person what your boundaries are, because it's like in the past, as soon as you said, listen, I really don't like being with men that are still friends with exes or girls that they've slept with. That's just an example. And next thing you know, this man is like, yeah, hey, this is my friend, Elizabeth. Yeah, we used to have sex, but we're just friends now, and you're like, but dude, I just told you I'm not okay with that. So either A, you should have just left me alone, or, B, now I'm forced to have to rip myself away from you and prove to you that I'm serious about my boundary, which sucks, and I don't like to do that. So Cancer, this is all very complex and complicated, and I think that you are just not trusting yourself to protect your boundaries in a healthy way. So you're scared to even tell somebody. You're scared to even tell this new person, I'm not okay with this, because you know that automatically 2 days later, they're going to cross the boundary and test you. And now you have to be ready to leave if they cross that boundary. But I don't think you're dealing with someone like that. I just don't think that you're dealing with somebody that is interested in testing your boundaries. Okay. When you say no, it's no. Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups here. I feel like, yeah, see, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. The fear for you is having this hope that this is some magnificent thing that is coming into your life, and that there's this beautiful, shiny new beginning. And then you got to cut this person off. Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles here. You see, you're afraid that this person is going to show their true colors. And now it is up to you to do that hard work to cut them off. That's what you're fearing. Yeah, that is what you're fearing. But yeah, see, Spirit is telling you to be careful here. Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're manifesting something, and then you're making it a point to scare it away, because it's easier to be single. It's easier to be single than to be with somebody, tell them what you're not okay with, and then watch them proceed to do everything that you said hurts you. So not only do you have to deal with the pain of knowing that this person doesn't care enough to respect your boundaries, but then you have to deal with the pain of acknowledging that this beautiful person that came into your life that you really started to envision a life with is somebody that you have to leave. So I think that Cancer, many of you are sitting in this energy of it's easier to just be alone because it's hard for me to leave people behind. It's hard for me to protect my boundaries, and everybody is wearing a mask. Nobody has positive intentions. Everybody likes to cross my boundaries. So it's just easier for me to stay out of the dating scene and mind my business. But Spirit is saying you're pushing away. You manifested this person. You prayed for them. I'm bringing them to you, and you're pushing it away now. So if that's the case, then, stop manifesting love. Stop wasting my time, because I'm going through, all of this to bring you this amazing person, and you're not willing to accept it. Hang on, guys. Ooh. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, this is what you're expecting. For the love to stop, you're expecting the King of Wands in the reverse, someone to be selfish, greedy, abusive, my way or the highway, tyrannical. You're expecting to never receive apologies for the things that happened to you. The Ten of Cups, you're expecting to constantly be used, abused, unloved, your wishes not fulfilled. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, what you expect is to continuously take this person back until you've absolutely reached a point of being on needing to be on so much medication before you can numb your emotions enough to walk away. That is what you're expecting here. But Spirit is saying, like, if you are not open to receiving, then yeah, Seven of Wands, then stop asking for it. Stop praying for it, because, you're wasting my time. Yeah, Four of Cups. If you're going to keep rejecting the blessing, you see, this is Spirit, handing you this cup from they're handing you this cup from the sky, and you're just like looking at it, but you're not wanting to take it. Yeah, Spirit is saying you need to start believing in it again. How am I supposed to bring you love if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in love? You need to start believing that you are that bitch, that you are that dude, that you are worthy of love, that, when you communicate, that someone here is going to listen. If you don't start learning how to believe in yourself, love yourself, and protect yourself, that's not real change, Cancer. For those of you who feel like you've healed, but then again, you're too scared to date and you just want to be alone because you're too scared of being hurt again, that is not healing. True healing is saying, I'm okay with dating. I'm okay with putting myself out there because I have learned that I am not going to start envisioning a future with somebody or fall in love with somebody until they show me that they respect me and my boundaries. That is true healing. So that may be what this reading is about, Cancer, where many of you may be under the impression that you have done the work simply because you're able to wake up in the morning, not think of anyone, not be in pain. You're happy alone. You're living your best life. And you think that this is what it looks like to be healed. In a way, it does, but not completely. Because as soon as someone comes towards you with a romantic gesture, you start shaking and you go into panic PTSD mode. And you're like, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to be faced with the fact that you're going to mistreat me. And not only do I have to deal with that pain of knowing that you don't care about me the way I care about you, but then it's my responsibility to rip myself away from you and walk away and leave you. And I don't want that drama. The key, Cancer, is to love yourself enough to protect your heart, not put it on the table immediately. Make people work for it. Make people show you what value you have to them. Because at the end of the day, Cancer, if people want to, they will. If they really want you, they will show you. And all you've ever been shown, Cancer, is that people don't want you. And you don't want to feel that way again. You don't want to feel that way again. But the key to that is, they say that expectation always leads to disappointment. And that's, I think, what the problem is, Cancer. You look at somebody, you like them, and there's immediate expectation there. Don't do that. Do not expect anything from anybody. If you see someone, you feel like there could be an attraction, it's a doable situation. Okay, so we got the outside appearance checked off. They make you laugh, checked off. You feel comfortable around them, checked off. Okay, now let's get into the nitty gritty. Who are you really? Are you compatible with me? Are you able to make me feel safe, happy, protected? You're not really putting people through the test of seeing if they're worthy for that love. And if you don't have that expectation, if you don't create a vision in your mind of a future with somebody, you're moving too fast on a mental and emotional level, Cancer. And what's happening is it will lead to disappointment. You're 5 dates in. This person has crossed a boundary now of canceling on you last minute. Now you got to cut it off. No more. Okay? Unless this person got into an accident, they're in a hospital, a family member is in a hospital, there is no reason for them to cancel on you on a Friday night. Or, there's exceptions to the rule, okay? There's exceptions to the rule. So you need to use your discernment. If your intuition pops off and says that this isn't right, something's not normal, okay? You got to cut it off. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by giving yourself a time frame. You need to say, 3 months down the line is when I'm going to start to feel comfortable with this person and accept that they could potentially be someone that I'll be with in a relationship. That first initial 3 months, Cancer, regardless of whether they're calling you wifey, hubby, I want to put a baby in you, I want to live with you, regardless of what they're saying, pay attention to the boundaries. Okay. Are they consistent every single day? Do they show up when they say they will? If you tell them, listen, I don't really like it when this happens in relationships, and they immediately say, well, I don't see a problem in that. I don't see a problem with liking another girl's pictures and putting an eggplant emoji with squirting. I just don't see a problem with that. bam, immediately you know it is time to release. And the only way that's going to be easy to release, Cancer, is if you give yourself a 3-month mark and you say, I'm not even going to start to expect anything from this person until we have hit 3 months of this person not making me feel like shit. Okay, you're going to have to start set timelines for yourself. Okay, you have to learn how to not give so much so quickly, so that when somebody does cross your boundary, it's not so difficult to detach. Okay, practicing the art of detachment is going to be key for you here, Cancer, because you give way too much up front. And then when you're confronted with that day of, this person has called my bluff, they've crossed my boundary, and now it's a do or die moment for me. If I let this pass and I forgive them, that's it. It's game over. They're going to run me over every day for as long as I'm with them. Or, I have to be strong enough to remove myself from this. So Cancer, you're cutting corners here. That's what Spirit is telling you. You're trying to cut the corner of practicing how to do that. Okay. You know what you're supposed to do, but there's a fear of, I don't think I could really do it. It's kind of like you went through that boot camp of the army, but now the time has come for you to really go shoot a gun or be out in Iraq or something like that. And you're like, yeah, no, boot camp was great. Boot camp was great. I killed it in boot camp. Okay. But I'm not going out there. I'm going to go sit in the barracks. I'm going to go make some food at the mess hall. I will be over there if you need me. I'm not going over there because I don't know that I really know what I'm doing. So that's not a real lesson, Cancer. That's not you really having learned anything. It's like you grasp the concept of what you're supposed to do, but you haven't gone into that physical training of putting it into action. And you have to start doing that, because Spirit is saying, I'm here to send you a blessing, and you're not going to get that blessing if you're not going to put yourself out there and make sure that you are accepting the one that I sent to you. Do you understand? So Spirit is saying, the person that I'm sending to you, you could date 10 different people, and it could be person number 8 is the person that I sent to you. And the only way you're going to know that that's the person that I sent to you is because that's going to be a person that doesn't cross your boundaries. That's going to be the person that passes all your tests. That's going to be the person that'll make it to that 3-month line of you starting to say, okay, well, this has been going really well. Maybe I can start, putting some hope or expectation that this may go somewhere. Okay. Spirit is saying, you're never going to find the person that I'm sending to you, because you haven't totally learned that lesson just yet. You have, but halfway. It's like you've learned it on paper, but you don't have that physical experience of going out and doing it in the street. You see what I'm saying? Or you're not, it's kind of like someone with a master's degree. They got that master's degree. They have it on paper that I went to school. I know how to do this. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I haven't really, done surgery on anybody yet, or I haven't won my first court case as a lawyer, or I haven't, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really put it into practice just yet. I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I'm good at doing it just yet. So Cancer, that is your message. Definitely food for thought. Okay. Something to think about. I love you guys. That's what I got for you, and I will see you soon. Take care.